Hello, this is the presentation for my iNaturalist project for my Geography 227 Vulnerable Planet Geography class at Western Kentucky University. So the theme that I found in my iNaturalist observations were like flowers and plant life, animal life at my own house. So I called it Spring at the 526. I called it the 526 because that's what we call our house. That is the house address number that it has, so we just came up with a cool name. So yeah, there were lots of signs of spring in my front and backyards, and I did find observations in throughout Bowling Green and both Indiana and Iowa, but they just weren't as vibrant and colorful. So I really liked the plant life that I did find in my own yard. So my neighborhood is just south of Western Kentucky's campus. See if I can zoom out so you can see exactly where I am. So this big industrialized area is Western, and we're I don't know, half a mile south where this blue arrow is. So we're really close to Western, just to give you more of a geographical location of where we are. Let me get back to where we were. Okay, there we are. I really like this neighborhood. There's lots of trees everywhere, as you can see, and it's very hilly back here. Lots of plant life. So yeah, let's get started. So I first started in my front yard. I began seeing signs of spring there. Like the little caption says, there are little speckles of purple and yellow and white just throughout the sea of green grass. And I was like, whoa, that is so pretty. So I just started taking pictures and never stopped because there are just so many plants that I could be taking pictures of. So we'll just start going through it. Let me get over here. I highlighted where exactly I consider my front yard. There are some hedges over here that are technically my neighbor's yard, but it's on our side of the hedge, and there were lots of plants over there, so I just went ahead and considered that my front yard. Okay. So there's this ivy thing with a very pretty scalloped edge, and same down here, there's two of them. I can zoom out a bit bigger. And there's these little cute little purple flowers in there. I think the other one has more purple flowers too. Yeah, oops. Yeah, you can see more of the purple flowers there. That's just a common ground ivy that I found in the hedge. And I didn't know exactly what it was, if it was a bush or just leaves from the hedge, but it was actually ivy, so that was cool. And then there was a white clover. There were lots of those, but I decided to just leave the one. And this one was cool to me. So the clover, I know it's not actually clover, but the leafy area was purple. And I didn't know if it was dying or what, but then it had this very pointy flower right here. I was like, what is that? And that's a wood sorrel. I've never heard of those before, but they were tiny little flowers, and they were just so cute. And they were everywhere throughout my yard, especially in the shady parts. So that could affect why the color is what it is. And then there's this weedy looking thing. It has tiny little white flowers right there. Those were throughout, once they were able to get longer after the grass had grown back from being mowed. So that's just to catch weed bedstraw. So it's a very fibrous, it reminded me of kind of hay or something. Then there are these tiny little white flowers everywhere. They're just kind of speckled throughout the grass. And I don't know if it was it says it's a common chickweed, so I don't know if that means it's a weed and it's just embedded in everything or what, but they're just so cute. Okay, and then there's more white flowers, and these have 4 petals on them, and they were super tiny as well. And that's called a field matter. Over here it says, here we are. And then there are like these very smooth edged leaves, and it kind of reminded me of like, it was very sturdy, not like a cactus would be, but like still pretty sturdy, more so than just your average leaf, and that's a Chinese privet. So I don't know if that's like a foreign plant that's been bred over, or if it's just called Chinese privet, but that was in that hedge that I was talking about. And then there are lots of purple flowers as well. There are these kinds, which are field pansies. They have like a smaller, almost like a wrinkled looking leaf. But then there are these, which are common blue violets, which are absolutely everywhere. They've got like a white center over there, and like smooth, very round petals. And then we have this log that's in our yard, and I found this fungi growing off of it, this fungus, and that's a jelly ear, so I wasn't sure if it would actually like come up as something, but it did, so that was fun. And then we have a tree that's not supposed to be growing along the side of our house, but it is. It's an American elm, so it's a very baby elm. And then when I come home at night, we have bugs on our front porch. This is a threadhorn. It was like just kind of sitting there, chilling there on the top of our door. And then we have these little beetle things that fly around everywhere. I was like, at first I just wanted to run away, but then I remembered that I can take pictures of them for my project. So these are margined shining leaf chafers. They're really gross, but it works. So now in my backyard, this is what I consider my backyard. Just kind of like, I could have gone like around as well, but I decided not to. I just like kind of stuck back there by the fence. So it actually contained different types of flowers in my front yard, which I thought was weird, and it could just be because the backyard touches more other yards than the front yard does. So what brought me back there were these white speckles, and I didn't really know what they were. They're larger than the chickweed that was in the front yard. And like I just went back out to check it out, and there are these beautiful flowers, like bigger than a quarter, I would say, the coin. And these are stars of Bethlehem. So there's 3 different pictures there, different submissions that I had. So those are stars of Bethlehem, super pretty. Then there are lots of yellow flowers. There's this one, which has the 4 petals, and it has like a brownish black dot in the middle. That's a creeping Jenny. And then there's another type of wood sorrel, but it's different than the one at the front. It's just like a family. This is the more common one. And this one was super cool. It's like a completely yellow flower, like yellow middle and everything, and it's actually the flower to an Indian strawberry. So I looked it up, and like when it actually like grows and blooms, there's like this tiny little red berry that grows with it. So I was like super excited to keep up with that to see if it actually does. And this little flower is like a perfect little yellow flower, and it's a die cut. And then the dandelions were everywhere, of course, so I kept it to just one because I could fill my whole project with dandelions. Then more common blue violets, lots of them. Then there are these, which are like the ground ivy again, but these like weren't associated with the hedge or anything. They were just there. So I thought that was interesting. And then more common chickweed, the cute little white flowers that we saw at the front as well. And then there are tiny little blue flowers. You can see like right there and right there. That is a bird's eye speedwell. And then there's a red dead nettle, which is kind of like a weedy looking flower, but there are lots of them everywhere, and that was apparently research grade, so I don't know like if it's rare or what. But this is the plant life at my house, and I hope you enjoy the presentation. Thank you.